All right, we're back. All right, where did we end? What was I talking about? Next stat, I think.
Yes.
Right?
So
Okay.
we had just talked about like the cheating on people. So I think it was your turn.
Oh yeah. Okay. This was actually kind of sad to me, but the average sex session is 7.3 minutes.
Now
That's a quickie. It should be an average.
Is that like full on like
beginning to end? I guess.
That
Or is
is
it?
really quick.
That's quick.
Like if that's just like pure like thrust, like
Oh yeah.
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 But like, I mean, that's literally like, I'm in, I'm out, gotta go. Like
I mean, look and listen. I'm all for a quickie, but that average.
yeah,
Ugh.
that's not like the mean.
Yeah. My partners, I would say my partners and I now, like our sexual experience is about, I would say I average about 40 minutes with foreplay and build up and all that good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's a good average.
Yeah.
What would you say your average is?
Probably like 20, 25.
Yeah. I mean, that's better than 7 minutes.
Well, I mean, that's just like getting the fucking clothes off. Like,
Yeah. Some people.
And that's why 64% of women don't orgasm.
Exactly. You're exactly right. All right, you go.
21% of people fantasize about threesomes, but only 14% reported doing it. Now, I believe the 14%, but only 21% fantasize.
Yeah.
First off, that must have been mostly people who've never heard of threesomes, because I know guys fantasize. Like, that's probably like the number one fantasy.
It's gotta be. I agree.
That or like girls dressed as schoolgirls. Like, I feel like those are the two. Like,
or fucking their stepsister.
Yes. That's also a big gay porn thing, like fucking your like step brother or stepfather.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's apparently like the step families are just a thing.
Let me tell you, I've been watching gay porn, and I watched this scene where I know this really turned me on though. It was like he was coercing his friend. He was like, "We don't have to tell anyone," and he was like, "Are you sure we're not?" It was hot. Like I like that, like don't tell anyone thing. Yeah, I was like, yeah. Anyways, okay, so yeah, I agree, and I think. God, I feel bad for anyone that hasn't experienced a threesome because it is such an experience where the sights, the sounds, the absolute sensory overload that you experience. And I've done it all, right? So like MFM is by far my favorite because I love two men. I love being the center of attention. But even FMF, like I had a threesome last weekend and it was so hot, like her husband was fucking her and I was eating her pussy and he was popping at my mouth. Like there's so many things that you can do. And like I had another FMF where my friend took turns, you know, fucking our throats as we leaned our heads up. Like there's so many things you can do and have fun with. I feel bad for anybody that hasn't had a threesome yet. And I remember, because you know I was married in a long-term relationship and I hadn't had a threesome until my first one was my first lifestyle party. And I can't believe I lived that long without experiencing that. It is such an experience. I love
That's because
it.
you were just, you know, right from the oil to the fire with people who are very
God,
sexually
you ain't lying.
conservative.
You ain't lying.
I mean, lazy is the real word I want to use, but conservative is the word we'll use today.
Oh my God, vanilla. Yeah.
Yes.
By the way, I just
Not
realized.
even vanilla, like unflavored cream. Like vanilla is too complex of a flavor for them.
Yeah. I just realized that this episode was supposed to be like a lifestyle party POV, but I've been so fucking out of my mind lately. So next episode, I'll talk about all that went down last week at the lifestyle party. You know,
Give you
audible.
more time to make your notes.
Yeah. Listen, I got shit going on. Life happens, and I will discuss that because it was hot and a great party. Did you see the pictures? Like it was so fun. Great theme, good party. I will say though, I drank too much. We'll talk about that next week. But yeah, I forgot I was supposed to do that. But fuck it, who cares? It's my show,
Right?
You know? Okay, is it my turn?
Yes.
Okay. The average speed of ejaculate is 28 miles per hour.
That I believe.
I believe it too. I've seen some shit skirt across the room. And I kind of like that. Or across my face.
Right?
Like, what,
Or across anybody.
By the way, whenever anybody ever says, well, I've never come across that before, and I'm like, you have it? You want to? So yeah, I believe the 28 miles an hour. That's pretty impressive though. All right, go ahead. You got a stat?
So my last one, and again, I think some men are lying out here.
Okay.
Because only 25% of men reported watching porn.
Oh, come on. That's a lie.
You know, the highest percentage of porn is watched between the hours of 8 and 5?
During the day?
Yes.
Shut the fuck up.
One of my IT teachers in my undergrad, 1,000 years ago, told me that. But I was like, y'all, you all just sitting there bored, and I guess the first thing you want to do
5,
is,
huh?
yeah.
I wish I had time to do that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm definitely a nighttime girl.
I don't wish I had
Weekends.
time to do that at all at work because all that shit's long, people. If you want to,
Oh no, you should never be watching porn at work. Come on,
yeah,
man.
unless you're on your own computer that isn't VPN'd in that. Like,
I mean, come on.
do not.
No one's doing that.
Like that's one of the
People are
number
doing
one
that.
ways to
Sad.
get fired.
I mean, come on. Like people are doing that though.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I did have a job one time where this guy kept like jerking off in the bathroom, and my friend Neil was like, "The fapper's back." He was so offended. And he was like, "Adrian, what the fuck, man?" And I'm like, "Who is it? Look at the shoes. Look at the shoes." We never found him out. We never found him out.
He was like medically diagnosed as a chronic masturbator, and they couldn't fire him because they had to make reasonable accommodations. I was like, what doctor said? Like, first off, you can't be a chronic anything like that. Like, chronic like sleep patterns, like that's something you don't have control over. Chronic masturbation.
I mean, if it's popping up 12 to 6, 6 to 12 every day, like, what are you gonna do?
Leave it the fuck alone. Right? Think about your grandmother. Like, what the hell? Although maybe that's what he was thinking about. I don't know.
I would love to know. I should take a poll. I would really love to know. And if anybody's watching on YouTube right now, please comment. What do men think about in order to delay orgasm? I would love to know that stat. I'm going to ask that on TikTok.
That's a good question.
Yeah, what do you think about? Have you ever done that before? Come on.
So I don't think about, like, I just, like, I stop what I'm doing and do something else.
Okay.
But, like, I'm not, like,
so
going to
you
be,
stop
like,
thrusting.
yeah, I'm going to be, like, I'm going to, like, pull out completely and be like, now I'm going to blow you for a little while or something. Like,
yeah, that's a good lover. I know. I love men that are like, I'm going to eat your pussy for a little while. I'm like, okay, take your time. Like, you know what I mean?
Well, yeah, because it's like, as soon as you're done, like, okay, it's like, we're done. Like,
yeah.
So.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna make a TikTok about that. And if you're watching on YouTube, please comment below because I'm dying to know.
And if you see your grandmother, I'm calling the police.
You just said to use your grandmother. Okay, I still have some more stats. So let me. Okay, as far as preferred positions for men, doggy is number 1, then missionary, then cowgirl. I'm surprised by that.
Cowgirl or reverse cowgirl?
Cowgirl. Okay. And then for women, missionary is the favorite, followed by doggy and then cowgirl. So a little flip-flop, but the same 3. That's funny because there's not one of those is my favorite.
And if we're being honest, that's probably because those are the only sex positions
they've ever done.
No, and have ever done.
Oh, isn't that sad?
I mean, could you imagine like these some religious cults who like only fuck missionary with like a sheet and a hole? It's like,
oh my god! And after the lights are off and after a shower.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite position is I like my ass hanging off the bed. No. I like my ass hanging off the bed, my knees and legs up on his shoulders. I like him to be just literally fucking the shit out of me, and I like one of his hands to be on my throat. That's my favorite position, hands down.
So you're flexible is what you're saying.
Yeah, I like that. What's your favorite position?
Mine, the top one, is when they're laying face down, and then I'm like riding on top of them.
Like prone position when their legs are together?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, prone position's good.
Yeah, that's a
Deep
good
penetration,
one.
that's a very good one. I agree. Okay, good to know. I have so many positions, but I do like doggy too, a lot. And missionary can be okay.
Well, it really just depends on
The partner, for sure.
The partner, and like, if they're just like on top of you flailing around like a fucking like fish out of water, like that's no good. Like,
Can I give a tip right here for men?
Yes.
Please do not put all of your body weight on my fucking ass. Like, I had literally told a partner, I was like, you're suffocating me. Like, I'm suffocating.
Yeah, missionary doesn't just mean you lay there.
Yes, I'm like
you gotta be like hoisted up on your arms and doing it.
Yeah,
like,
there's
you're basically planking.
Exactly. There's a rhythm to that
Yes.
shit. And I also love, I like partners where I'm able to see it going in and out. Like, I'm a big fan of that. So there's definitely some, you got to have like the rhythm for it. And then also like, I literally have felt like I'm like, oh my God, you're going to break a rib.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're going to fucking break a rib. Like, you
yeah,
got to back up. And I'm a bigger girl. Like, I'm like, bro.
Like, unless you're dating some like scrawny, like 125-pound guy, like, most girls are a lot smaller than their men.
Right.
So if you're putting 200 pounds of, I don't care if it's fat, muscle, whatever.
Too much pressure.
It's really just, what part of that do you think is fun?
You know who used to do that?
I believe that. Just.
Okay, next stat. Okay, next stat. Okay.
Actually, going back, I can understand why cowgirl is a favorite for men. Because those are the same men who just get on top and flounder around.
Right.
Because they just get this.
It's funny you mention that because, yeah, okay. Anyway, and by the way, if you're on top, ladies, get on your fucking feet. That's another thing. Get on your feet. Mm-hmm. You'd be surprised at how many men, well, not in the lifestyle, like those men, we know what's good, okay? And that's actually kind of funny to me because I don't have, like, my lifestyle peeps, nobody's really surprised. Mm-hmm. It's very rare that somebody's like, ooh, like, the coming thing is definitely new for a lot of them. Like, I'm a big cum slut, so, like, coming on me and that kind of stuff is very unique. But, like, other than that, they're like, yeah, everybody here's doing their thing. But get on your feet. Like, how many men have said to me, they're like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I'm going to ride your cock. And they're like, on your feet? I'm like, just shut the fuck up.
And all I can say is have a really strong headboard so you have something to grab onto.
That's my favorite is the headboard. Yes. I love that. Or you can just, I mean, listen, you just, so I can imagine it looks weird, but like a frog. Like I'm like leaning over, I'm putting my body weight on my hands, and I'm just riding that cock. You know, do some squats.
Yeah, right.
You know, lunges.
Tone that ass up as you're working out.
Right. Okay. Let's see. 48% of us have had a one-night stand, and 6% have them regularly. I think that's about right. 50%, yeah, I bet that's about right. Okay, 62% of us are satisfied with our level of sexual activity. I feel like that's high. But
yeah, I would say, again, that's a lie.
Yeah, it's a little high. I mean, I can personally say that I am satisfied because I make my, I mean, listen, I'm on a different level.
You were reading those stats earlier. It was like after the age of 45, like sex on average dropped down like once a week. Even
once every 2 weeks.
Like 20 times a year.
Yeah. Oof. Yikes.
That's not even twice a month.
Ugh, that's depressing. I could fuck. So, okay, I have a question for you. What would be the ideal amount of sex for you?
I would say between 3 and 4 times a week, somewhere in that range.
Okay, I'm gonna say I want to have.
There's some nights I want to be left alone, and I don't want to see anybody, including.
I understand. I understand. I would say I want to have sex 5 to 6 times a week. So like sometimes twice a day. So like 5 to 6 times a week. And then that does not include like oral sessions. I want my pussy ate every day. I have a funny story. So Mike was like, he's always talking about, he loves eating pussy. He's actually probably the best I've ever had, honestly. Like he was born to fucking eat pussy, okay? So it's funny, he was just kept talking about it, and we were getting ready to go out to dinner, and he was like going upstairs and getting something, and I ran over to the couch. I had my shoes on. I just yanked my pants down, lifted my legs, and he comes down the stairs, and I'm like, you're getting a little appetizer, motherfucker. And he's like, oh my God. He's like, Adrian, all I see is New Balances in there. I said, yeah, you're going to eat that shit, bitch. And he did. It was funny because I made a video on the way there. Like, if you follow me on Instagram, you see this shit. I made a video and I was like, Mike, are you hungry? And he was I'm pretty full. I already ate. I'm like, yeah, you did. I make him eat my pussy so much it's ridiculous at all times. And he just, so I could do that.
I hope you're at least generous and give him chapstick afterwards.
No, I like licking his lips and like tasting myself.
Well, I'm just saying, like afterward, like because it's very drying, all that saliva on your lips. So
he doesn't seem to have a problem. I will say something that he does, and I'm like, stop it. Like we're at dinner, and he's like, smell. I'm like, stop it. And he's like, it tastes so good.
But if we're being honest,
but I like it.
If it was reversed, you'd be like, oh, I got a little. Because I can't tell you how many times you've something about married, and you just.
I love it. I love like going somewhere and I have like dried up cum on my neck. Yeah. I live for that. Yeah. I'm like, oh, is there something on my neck?
Yeah, a little something about Mary.
Yeah, I'm a sick fuck. I don't care. Okay. Oh, I can't. That's the first thing I'm going to do when I get there on Thursdays. He's going to be dropping to his knees. I make him eat that pussy so much. It's out of control. But he doesn't, he's not complaining.
Clearly it's in control if he's doing it.
I mean, I'm telling you. Whew.
Go ahead, Mike.
Okay, the clitoris has 8,000 nerve endings, and twice as much as the penis. I was shocked by that.
Every one of those nerves and not do anything good about it.
Oh my God, you're so right. But I thought that was crazy. 8,000. Like, why wouldn't it be easier for us to come then? Oh, it's so not fair.
Because God's not a woman.
Fucking. Okay. I think 1 in 5 Americans don't like sex. I believe that.
Yeah.
I've met some people where they're just like, I don't give a fuck about it.
either they're asexual or they've had like really bad experiences.
Yeah.
Like the first time they had sex, like it hurt, and the guy didn't know what he was doing, and then like, fuck it, I don't want to do it anymore.
Yeah. Yeah. And I have an amazing sex life now. Trust me. But I have not always had that. I didn't have much sex at all in my marriage just because I resented him so much and didn't want nothing to do with him. And even in my last long-term relationship, it just got so, well, I mean, I cheated, and that's a whole nother fucking situation. But I can say now I am fulfilled for sure in every way. Airtight, if you will. Just kidding. But that is a goal one day. But I'm proud of the way that I've evolved sexually and really just finally embraced who I am, and opened up to being bisexual and just enjoying. Like, I feel like somebody at one of your Christmas parties, your neighbor who I love, he said, Adrian, I think you're pansexual. He was like, I think you just love sex and you love love. He's like, I don't think it really matters the gender. And I was like, I think you're right.
Pansexual, and as long as your pussy's getting eaten, you don't care who's down there doing the munching.
Oh, you ain't lying about that. You ain't lying. Okay. Yeah, but it was funny because I'm like, that is very true, because in meeting my lifestyle tribe, like literally finding my tribe through them has been an absolute game changer, life changer. I can't even believe the person who I was 4 years ago compared to now. Like, this show has completely changed my life. It's unbelievable. You've watched it happen. Like, it's unbelievable.
I've watched the videos too.
Oh yeah.
Not of the lifestyle guys. Like, she doesn't.
Yeah.
She doesn't do that.
No, but there's just It's nice and it feels good. I wish this for everybody. It just sucks because you are shamed and you are judged and you are criticized, and people have every single fucking thing to say, but when reality is they're insecure about their own sexuality.
They wish they could do it themselves. Well, it's funny. I've actually said that before. It's like, people forget that America is a puritanical country. Like, we were founded by like these wasps up in New England. Like, they still like clutch their pearls at like anything. I was like, whereas a lot of European countries are very much
yes.
sexually liberated.
Yes.
It's like, Americans, we're very
And can I touch on that? I'd like to touch on that for a moment. Yes, people talk about all inclusive, and we are inclusive. Inclusivity is one of our mission. What is it? What the mission statement? We show inclusion and diversity. Bull fucking shit. Because brass tacks, no, they ain't. And they'll be the first ones to criticize and judge. And I hate that. I hate that it's that way. And also, listen. And I'm a B. I'm a B in the alphabet. I am. And you're a G. You're driving the car, like that Chappelle show. That's hilarious. But people that are in the lifestyle and that are sex positive, we don't have a letter. We're the most unaccepted people in the world. We're cheaters. We're sinners. And I want to change that. Okay, like if I could just make sex positivity, can I get like on that alphabet? Can I get in that car?
I mean, I'd rather have people like that on the alphabet than some of these fucking people.
I'm just saying, like,
I guess you're just under the plus. You have the QIA plus. You're just a plus.
But the representation is not there, and neither is the acceptance. I mean, let's be honest. And you're a gay man in the world. Do you feel fully accepted everywhere you go? No fucking way, Zach.
I will say more now as an adult. Mostly I don't fucking care.
You're right, but 20 years ago, I agree.
And when I first started my career, like, I never said it wasn't because I was ashamed. I didn't know how other people would take it, and I take my job very seriously. Now it's like, I'm married. People see I have a wedding ring on. Like, I say my husband. I agree.
People are more accepting now, but we're light years away from.
I don't even know if they're more accepting. They know it's less tolerated to be an asshole.
Yes. Well, that's the thing. Am I gonna we're all the political correctness sword is like stabbing everybody in the chest, and like is that what it is? Are you really accepting us, or is it just because you don't want to look bad to your friends?
Yeah, right.
That's
and
the
quite
difference.
frankly, I'm not looking for anybody's acceptance. Like, that's why I don't fucking care. Like, if you don't like me being gay, then don't ask me to suck your dick, and it'll all be great.
Well, that's my thing too. Like, if you don't like how sexually open and sex positive I am, if you have negative things to say about it, go fuck yourself. I don't care. You're not going to change who I am.
My life motto. This is the best thing I've ever heard anybody said. RuPaul said it best. If bitches ain't paying your bills, pay them bitches, no mine. If you are not paying my bills, you are not signing my check, and I am not sucking your dick, I don't fucking care what you think.
It's the triple F: financing, feeding, or fucking me. Then you have. But listen, Zach. Honestly, it's easier said than done. And I've said this a lot on this show, but when reality slaps you in the face with something where like your sexuality or how open you are. I mean, I've talked to you about the struggles. Like, people have reached out to my family. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, my father has received a call about Adrian's dangerous and she's fucking everyone. She's gonna die, and this show she's doing. I mean, it's insane, right? And luckily, my family fully supports me. But goddamn, say that
to your face.
No, nobody says it to my face, but things happen because of it, and that's a shame.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I do, I want to say I hope you feel better. I want to get them a get well soon card. I hope you get well soon. I truly
You should get them a go fuck yourself card and then have a link to your sex toy.
My new sex toy shop? Yeah.
But like, hey, no, you don't like what I'm doing, go fuck yourself.
I think get well soon is a very good balloon to pass around to many people that I know. So, yeah. Because honestly, I do wish anybody that has ill will towards me or wants to shame or criticize and judge me, I do just wish you the very best. Like, I know that you're unhappy. I know you're struggling.
See, you're a better person than I am, because I wish you nothing but stubbing your toe.
Oh, what's that Cardi B where she's like, she's doing that say, I don't know what she's doing, but she's making like a painting and she's fucking
she's being Cardi B.
No, but she's supposed to be meditating, and he goes, I want you to say to your haters, I wish you well. And she looks at him, she goes, I wish you well. In hell! And she's like spraying paint across the Meanwhile, I'm over here like, I hope you get well soon.
That was like when you were like, I wish nothing but John the best. I was like, I don't. I love you, John. I wish you the best now.
Hey, we just said, okay, we're not going to talk about that anymore.
That was so funny, though.
It was funny as fuck.
But that's just like my thing. Like I said, people, they would have all their fucking opinions. I know. Look, just because you're miserable, I know. And you have to be. To have so much hate for somebody you don't know.
Can you imagine someone renting that much space in your brain? Like, I think to myself, wow, like, I rent so much free space in your head. I feel sorry for you.
And people,
that's a lot.
And people don't, like, they're shocked when they hear me go, like, I don't care what you do. Like, what do you mean? It's like, you're not hurting me, you're not hurting yourself, and you're not breaking your law.
Right.
I don't care.
Exactly.
And honestly, if more people were like that, this whole cam phenomenon wouldn't happen.
Yep.
That, and I believe more people need to be slapped in the face.
Oh, okay.
These people out here just saying all this shit. I'm not a proponent of violence, but just a good slap in some old bitch's face who's like,
oh my God.
Like king
Let me tell you something. Look, I called you, 2 weeks ago, and some stuff happened in my favor, and I was like, yeah, fuck you, motherfucker. And I didn't even tell you really the logistics or anything that even happened. You immediately were like, yeah, fuck them, fuck that, fuck everybody. You're my biggest cheerleader.
I have such a sense of loyalty to my friends, but like a sense of justice is like, if you and I have no power distance. Like, if you do me wrong, I don't care. You can be the CEO of a fucking Fortune 500 company. I'm like, fuck you, and your mom, and I hope she dies.
Oh
Not really.
But like, you are just such a good cheerleader. Because I called you and I was like, guess the fuck what? And you were like, yeah, fuck them. Yeah.
Whose shit do we need to fuck up?
It's funny. I'm more of the, windshield's bigger than the rear view. I gotta move on. You gotta heal. You gotta keep it moving.
But
don't let negativity bring you down.
It's the windshield's more square footage for them to hit. I've never actually hit anybody.
I do want to say though, your support, unwavering support as my friend. And also it is fun to hear you just pop the fuck off on people and you say all the things that I'm thinking, which is great.
I am definitely a guilty pleasure.
I love it. I know. It's great. Oh my God. Okay, so listen, I feel bad because I promised my cravers I was going to do like a lifestyle party POV and I totally fucking forgot about that. And so, you get me and Zach and sex stats and then talking about sex positivity. It's even better.
Better, yeah.
Exactly, yeah, I did know.
Happy St. Patrick's Day, bitches.
I know. We're going to go get pinched, nipples pinched later. And get some pension. Mm-hmm. Let's go have some fun together. I want to hang out with you because we haven't even had any time together outside of in this room. So we're going to go have some fun. I will see you guys back in 2 weeks where I will be talking all about the lifestyle party.
Yeah.
Okay. Remember, I got to turn off this fucking camera.
Wish her luck, guys.
Oh my God. If you or someone you know has access or has knows video editing, YouTube, let me know.
I know video. Remember, I used to create videos
Well,
when I
fucking
worked
help
with
me
you?
out. Help me out.
It'd also be really good if you got a camera that wasn't from 1997, so you could have a remote and like start and stop from here.
Pick something then. I don't know what I'm doing. Let me stop that. I don't know what I'm doing. All right, let me go press stop on this.
Okay.
Yeah, because I can't edit any of this out. It's hilarious. But you know what? It's kind of fun. You get to see behind the scenes, you know?